Want You. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful love song, isn't it?
It sure is.
Writing a love song can go horribly wrong because when you sit down as a songwriter to write one, it can come out really sappy and douchey, right?
I think it can, yeah. I think a lot of, I've heard a lot of writers say that when they were doing that, they almost like focus on God. Like, this is a love song to God.
Right.
And then it becomes different. It's less about like I really love your pants.
Yeah, right. But you've written love songs to women, haven't you? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Many. I've written many to my wife, Vicky, and never once did I write the line, I really love your pants.
But when you go downstairs to Vicky...
She has great pants, though.
But when you go downstairs to Vicky and you say, I've written a song for you, I mean, that's got to turn a woman on more than anything, right?
I would imagine.
Did you write any to the girl who stabbed you?
No, I was not a songwriter then.
Yeah,
but
thank God.
That's a future song still, I think, ready to be written.
That's one percolating.
I mean, you didn't write songs when you were a little kid? You started writing when you were much older?
I did. I wrote a lot of songs on piano as a little kid. I was actually taken to the University of Washington teachers conference because I had written these songs completely ignorant of music.
Right.
And I was about to take piano lessons, and the teacher wanted to show the teachers at the conference what that sounds like. You know, a kid that has written compositions that doesn't know anything.
Right.
And they were simple, and I don't remember them specifically. I just remember the feeling I got from them. They were kind of ethereal and trippy.
And did you love the attention you got too? Because all of a sudden everyone started to pay attention to your songs.
There was the first time and only time as a child that anyone looked at me other than with an annoyed look was related to me singing.
Isn't it amazing how people are so annoyed by kids? It makes you wonder why any of them have them.
Yeah.
Why do they have kids? Are you a good father?
I maybe almost overdo it, I think, in terms of the attentiveness and the fear, especially with my son, because he reminds me of suddenly it's like a time machine, and I remember every little thing as I watch him go through it. And I remember how somebody kind of dropped the ball for me and it hurt me or embarrassed me or fucked me up. And I'm constantly running around trying to make sure I don't do that.
Are you ever tempted to be like your father and just, sit there and not communicate?
This is too much work.
And do you ever say to yourself, why the fuck do I have to do this for everyone else? No one did it for me.
I think the unconscious part comes out without thinking about it. I can become a prick just like he was exactly.
Right.
Without thinking about it, and then I have to catch myself.
Which is not easy to do.
No, it's not. Or Vicky catches me, but she does it in a cool way. She's not like, you're like your father and he was an asshole. She's like, it's a little bit like, what I mean. And I'm like, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And then I stop. But
so you think you're getting it right where your father got it wrong?
I think so, yeah.
That's the greatest fuck you to a father who didn't pay attention to you, that you're getting it right.
And I think without being judgmental of the parents before, I think the goal is that whatever bad cycles there were, the next generation's job or responsibility is to try their best to break those things.
And your kid will tell you where you mess up, too.
I'm sure.
How do you work that whole family life? I mean, you're on the road a lot, right? I mean, you perform solo, you're writing with Soundgarden, you're doing that whole thing.
Soundgarden's making an album. We're pretty close to done with it.
That's good news.
We're touring, and in between Soundgarden playing, I'm off doing solo stuff, and Matt is playing with Pearl Jam.
Yeah, so when are you ever home?
Very little. And this is the first year that my kids are in school all the time.
Right.
Otherwise, they just were always with me.
I see.
But I think it's good that they're in one spot now.
Are you driven? I mean, it sounds like you're just working and working and working. You like to stay out
Got to
there?
make a living.
I don't really think of it as work. Like it's not coal mining.
But I'm saying, is there a pull? You need you need to perform, you need to...
Yeah, one of my big problems when I really had a major breakdown, specifically with like drugs and alcohol and depression, and was thinking that it was okay to just sort of stop, or that there was a finish line, or the idea of now I should just kind of chill out. And really, it was the other way around. Now I have the opportunity to do whatever I want. I have an audience. People care. If I write a song tomorrow and put it online, people will actually listen to the whole thing.
Right, yeah, it's kind of exciting. The first two parts of Chris Cornell's live solo album, Songbook EP1 and EP2, are available now on iTunes. You got time to take one or two calls?
Sure.
All right, let's go.